Hey guys, it's Andrea from the blog Pine and Prospect Home, and today I want to share my pantry makeover with you guys. So hopefully, I probably should have brought in some extra lighting, but hopefully you can see everything okay. Even on the sunniest of days, our kitchen tends to be quite dark. We don't get a lot of light into our kitchen. And so anyways, I'm so happy and excited to be able to finally share this project with you guys. I love the way that it turned out and how it all came together. We put this pantry in our kitchen probably about 6 or 7 years ago. I can show you here what it looked like before. My husband just used some metal brackets that we purchased at Walmart and then put some pine boards down, and it worked well for us for many years. Originally we had a hole cut out here so that I could, what I had originally envisioned was that I would be sitting here chopping vegetables and that I could just push the scraps into the hole. But I never really used this space for that. It was always more of a storage space where I would keep my different flowers and spices and things like that. So when we decided to give it a little makeover, I wanted to fill that hole and cover that hole. So essentially the only thing we did really was just replace the corbels with these beautiful ones from Home Depot. I've used them throughout my home. I just used them recently in our boys' bedroom makeover. I used them in my kitchen years ago. There's a smaller version of these same corbels in my dining room. So I really love these corbels, if you can't tell by now. They are just classic and timeless. They're so beautiful to me. So we used these instead, and then just put some wood right here on the edge to extend the shelf out a little bit because the corbels stuck out once we replaced the old ones. And then really other than that, my husband just added some new wood right over top of the existing wood, and I painted the entire space with Revere Pewter by Benjamin Moore. It's this beautiful gray with very warm undertones. I really love that color. And I was nervous at first to do that, but I could totally envision once all of my different ingredients and flowers and things were up here, how well they would pop off of the beautiful gray paint color. So I went with my gut, and I'm so glad that I did. I think, other than that, some of the things we did in this space, before I talk about my storage solution here, we decided to add a curtain underneath, which I really love. I just had some extra linen fabric. This is actually brand new from Target. It was a curtain that I got at Goodwill. It had the tag still on it, and it has this beautiful sort of linen texture to it, or feel. And I just cut it to size and hung it on a cheap curtain rod from the dollar store using curtain rings so that it slides back and forth easily. And now my trash can is hidden, which I really love. So that was another thing that we did. But I kept everything else pretty much the same. I switched up the decor just a little bit. Kept all of the glass canisters that I had before, but I wanted to bring some warmth into this space. And the very first thing I decided to do was bring in this big, huge, I'm gonna call it a cutting board, but when I purchased it at a garage sale, the gentleman there called it a drawing board. He said it was an old drawing board. So I think it's beautiful in a kitchen as well. It's got the prettiest patina on it, this warm sort of weathered wood color. And I set that down first, and immediately I was so happy that I went with the gray because I love the way the wood looks against the gray. It's so pretty to me. And then I pretty much just filled it up with all of my canisters. I have a couple of ingredients I'm waiting for. This canister, instead of ordering just your regular wheat flour, we're gonna try kamut flour. We tried einkorn for a while too, which we liked, but we thought we'd give kamut a try. So that is on its way, and that's what's gonna fill this empty container. I've got some whole wheat flour and then some different things up here, some flax seed, some chia seed. I've got regular cane sugar, and I'm wanting to incorporate coconut sugar more into my recipes, some coconut flour. I'm actually gluten-free, so I have an all-purpose flour that I have on the counter over there, which I use all the time. That comes in handy. But this coconut flour is something I'm wanting to incorporate more as well. I've got some rice, and then these fun little ball jars that I just shared recently, which, by the way, I shared this in my garage sale haul. I don't know if you guys remember that. I should have mentioned this board was $4 at a garage sale for this gorgeous, it looks like an antique cutting board, even though he said it was a drawing board. These little ball jars I shared recently in my thrift haul last week, and someone had the amazing idea to fill them with cocoa and cinnamon. So I didn't want to fill them all the way because obviously I use cocoa in recipes all the time. But just for sprinkling, how great of an idea is that, especially in the cold fall and winter months when you make, like, you know, a hot chocolate and you want to sprinkle a little cocoa over your whipped cream, cinnamon, with hot drinks. I just loved that idea. So those just look so pretty sitting out. I brought a couple of my marble boards out as well that I've scored at like Marshall's and Goodwill, or Marshall's and Home Goods over the years, excuse me, and I thought those looked really pretty. I also loved the accent of copper in this space, and in the video you can see I was sort of playing with incorporating more than just one copper piece, but really this area isn't just for looks, it is supposed to be functional, and I didn't want to fill this whole space up with decor items. It's meant to be functional for our family. So I incorporated a few copper pieces, including this copper measuring cup here that my mom got for me. Of course, some fresh greens always look beautiful. I just clipped some branches right outside this window and added some baby's breath. And then on the top shelves, those baskets I got at the dollar spot at Target years ago, they were $1 each. Well, maybe they were like $3 each. And I filled them with onions and potatoes and corn and bananas, whatever we have on hand. So whatever produce that doesn't need to go in the fridge, I'll keep it in these canisters up on the, or these baskets, I'm sorry, up on the top shelf. And it just works really well for us and just provides a lot more storage so that our cupboards aren't as full, which I really love. So I think that just about covers it. I just love the way this little area turned out. I have mentioned in other videos that we did a little refresh in our kitchen, and I cannot wait to share with you. You can probably see a little sneak peek behind me. All of the trim in our kitchen got painted that beautiful Revere pewter color. Basically just one thing led to the next. We ended up getting a new stove in our kitchen, and it turned into quite the project. We created a new hood vent, and by we, I mean my husband did. I just kind of, you know, showed him what it was that I liked, and he did most of the work. But I am so excited to share this space with you guys. This is just one little part of it that I was so thrilled with the results, and I just had to share with you early. So you get to see this area before the rest of the kitchen, but hopefully that'll be coming soon. I love the way it's looking in here. And oh, one tip that I wanted to share with you really quick before I end the video, if you'll, you may have noticed that none of my jars have labels on them, which I'm not against labels. I think labels can be really cute. I just couldn't find any that I was in love with. So what I ended up doing, because I think it is wise to label your food so you don't forget what's in there or what the expiration date is, I just put little stickers right on the inside that are dry erase stickers. So it says organic coconut sugar, 3/2/22. I put the expiration date. That way, if for some reason, I highly doubt it's gonna take a year for us to go through that sugar. But in case it does, I know what the expiration date is. I just think that's a really smart idea for, you know, you don't want to lose track of when your ingredients go bad. So that's what I did, in case any of you are wondering. Flour is something that we go through so much of that I don't think I'll have to worry about about any expiration dates on these canisters. We're really, especially in the fall and winter, we bake so much. So I don't think that'll be an issue, but I hope you guys enjoyed this pantry makeover. It looks so cottagey and quaint now. I just love the way it all turned out. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you are new to my channel, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.